Guys, and today we'll be finishing Ghost Stories. Okay, boys, I know this day was coming and it sucks. We've been with this gang for over 20 weeks now. And this is our final goodbye. This sucks. Okay. Alright, so anyways, last episode we had the Headless Horseman. Okay, boys, it made no sense. The episode made no sense. You guys even told me it made no sense. And also, on top of that, the further on the dub went, the more ad-libish it got. So it makes less and less sense as the show went on. And obviously, you could see from last episode. I mean, what the heck happened, boys? Honestly. I really still don't get it. It doesn't... It didn't make any sense, the scarf thing and all that. I don't know. Makes no sense, boys. But anyways, yeah, now we are on the final episode, and a lot has to happen, I feel, with the fact that I'm worried about Amanojaku is my number one concern. Because in the first episode, they kind of hinted at the fact that he's gonna return at some point, and Kaya, the cat's gonna come back. So I'm kind of spooked, boys. I feel like Amanojaku might be leaving. I mean, a lot's going to have to happen this episode. They're going to have to wrap up a lot of stuff. Show off all the characters at least one more time. Maybe some of the side characters, I don't know. But at least all the squad, the mom, the dad, the teacher most likely, Amanojaku, and I assume a decent amount of the ghosts that we saw throughout the show. Probably. So I know, guys. All right, I feel like, okay, this sucks because this is I probably should have recorded this last because the show's not emotional at all. But since it's the last time we're gonna see the squad, you boy might shed some thug tears. So I'm gonna hope I don't. We're just gonna see what happens, boys. Okay, I'm kind of scared. So we're gonna start this in 3, 2, 1. Well, bam. Are we getting a new ghost on the last episode, boys? Okay, this is not what I was expecting. Well, I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. Grave of the Kamiyama family. Oh, this is the last time we see this, boys. We still never got a pool episode. Not that I'm weird and they're like underage or anything, just we see it every episode, or OP. Bubble, this sucks. Is that Ketro? Yeah, Ketro fell. It's Ketro. Oh, Satsuki. Oh, this sucks, bros. Oh, Leo and Hajime. This is it, boys. This is it. The whole squad. Oh, this sucks. Ugh. Kaya or Amanojaku. Oh. Okay. Bruh. Are you, bro? Whoa, what's up with him? He's so anorexic looking. Do you see him? We didn't get the opening or the name of the episode either. No, don't break it up.
Starting to like you. This must be the last and touching episode.
No, don't say it. Don't say it. No.
Now that's more like it.
That was the true Amanojaku right there.
Can I be Tippy Hedrick?
What the heck? Yeah, true that.
There's some weird red fog at the school, and I just saved a ton of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
There's the pose, boys.
You owe me for that. I didn't forget. You still haven't reimbursed me for the swag I got you.
Swag.
Hey, look!
Where is everybody?
The air is bleeding.
bleeding.
Are those the people in our class? I think so. Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, the whole squad. We saw them.
Never noticed how buff he is.
Okay.
Satsuki, no.
Wait, what was her name? Mio Imai, right. We saw Mio Imai, boys.
They're calling you Satsuki. No, they're not.
Let's go.
Damn it. I guess I can't let them all die. I would.
Come on, Leo.
No. All right.
One last ghost adventure, boys.
It's the last episode. You think they'd help us? It's the last episode. Why should they care?
Satsuki, Kentaro, something's going on!
It must be some kind of barrier field.
Oh, fuck me. Every ghost in the series is making a cameo to kill us.
Ooh, I called it.
Getting my powers back. I am gonna be so pissed off.
Hey!
All right, it's the Manchita family, boys. I'm gonna take them out.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
Satsuki, look out!
Can they? Okay.
Last episode. You think I'm gonna die?
Why? Why would you say that?
Well, your chances don't look good. Let's get this over with.
Why would you say that? Do not run in the halls. Dude, let's go.
Very
Oh.
upset with Satsuki and Kachiro's bull-dyke mother, so he's making them pay for his slumber.
What's happening?
Okay. Okay.
You guys, it's a Debbie earthquake.
You kids go home and get Earthquake on Netflix.
Wow.
Documentary?
Netflix is so expensive. We have to go in and help them.
It's getting more and more expensive too.
Just stop it.
She doesn't look bad. Oh.
Bro, okay, I was about to say there's no perverted jokes, but there it is.
What are you two waiting for?
Our boners to go down?
Bro. Bro. Dude, it's been a while since we've seen that one.
Noxious voice anywhere, come on!
What is that thing?
It's either the toilet ghost from Ep 2 or Reed Richards.
Yep.
Hang on, I see a roll down door we've never used before.
I thought they defeated that ghost, though. I guess it doesn't matter. What kind of doors are those?
What kind of supernatural phenomenon is this? What?
Hey, how about we stand here and stare at it?
Bro. The whole squad is back. Okay, I don't know what those are. Okay, those are more than the squad ghosts, bros.
Shades of spirited away.
Uma. Apparently this Uma jerkoff is a demon who's quite pissed off at me and my family and wants to make us pay for putting him and a bunch of other
Didn't they just say that?
ghosts to spiritual sleep. So this hell beast Uma has resurrected and is now controlling all of these ghosts. What am I saying? Ho-ha! We need a lot of shit. Gotta lay our hands on some torches, some matches to light it with, and a big iron bell with a 98-pound clapper that hasn't been used in 20 years. Holy Muhammad with a missile. This is worse than Supermarket Sweep. No torches.
How are they gonna get that stuff?
Well, you ding dong.
Well, if they're clean, I'm pretty good at oral. But that's another story.
Bro. Oh, what the heck? Bro, this is...
You standing there for?
Ooh!
This from Jessica Alba in Fantastic Four.
She's hot.
Wow.
Maybe, but I could work that ass till the morning time. You know what I'm talking about, sister? Gotcha.
Looks like he evolved.
Little friends alone, you big, stupid, ugly rockhead. You were getting soft in your little cat suit. I think you're starting to like these flashbacks.
Yo.
Big, slow, and stupid, like usual.
Bro.
Goddamn colored contest.
Oh, gross. No. See. Okay.
God, that hurt.
Or last episode when you had blood all over you again too.
Thank God they've got these torches up here. It's like they were just here waiting for us.
Yeah, I know. Yo, this ghost is powerful. Is it even a ghost? Isn't it like a demon or something? Like, for real? It seems like a demon. Oh, snap. Dude, I'm worried. This is the last episode.
Any day now, Satsuki.
Just...
Hey, stupid!
Oh, he rung the bell.
Taco Bell. Huh?
What the frick?
Well, it's not Krakatoa, you stupid Galarian.
He's destroying the entire planet.
Why am I doing this? It's not faithful to my character arc. Oh well, I'm getting paid for this. Just better read the script.
Bro.
It's whatever.
He's coming to save the day, boys. I feel he's gonna end up sacrificing himself, though.
Side.
Kaya, you're still alive and free.
Someone needs to give serious thought to a pedicure. And odor eaters.
Amanojaku.
Yeah, I know. All of a sudden, I'm a big softie.
Kaya.
I'm not Kaya. I'm the great Amanojaku!
Oh, he said it. Oh, he said it. Bro. Is that... Oh.
People, what's happened to them? Another pet gone. Butch it up and get the torches.
Satsuki, what the heck? Amanojaku's...
Thing to mess with me. It's one thing to pick on my little brother and my friends, but don't fuck with my cat. He's not dead yet.
Oh, the Okay. Let's go. I don't know how. Ooh. Let's go.
Damn it! I'm a butch motherfucker.
Nice.
About time.
Oh, evil demon spirit who's made of rock! How about you back the hell off and just suck my cat?
There's the bell. Oh.
Still waiting for my metaphorical blowjob here! Yeah! Choke on it!
So all the ghosts just got sealed away, didn't they?
Oh, poor Satsuki.
Drama.
Please.
Did I just screw all these kids?
Bro.
Look! Dead cat. Fucking A! What? Bashed, bloody, but still breathing?
Oh man. Hope the people for the ethical treatment of animals never find out how we totally fucked this cat.
We're gonna be okay as long as Chrissy Hind isn't here.
That was the last laugh. Oh, he's
Like Lazarus.
he's gone.
Still your pussy.
Happy ending. Glad to have you back, Kaya.
No.
Hey, where's my talking cat?
A sound effect.
God, in his infinite mercy, has taken Amanojaku into his forgiving bosom. Wish we had the budget for some really sappy pop song to go over this montage, but, well, we ain't Lost or Grey's Anatomy. Okay, here goes with the lame score. Ketro never did get his cat the taunt. Dad wouldn't get another pet after we've killed so many.
There's one guy and 4 hookers. How many years in prison?
Mr. Sakata was arrested for feeling a buyout. Leo replaced Hachime's lube with super glue and, well, haven't heard much from Hachime after that since his voice changed.
Oh my.
Yeah, she's dead. Can we go now? Don't talk to Momoko anymore.
Where's your brother?
What the freak?
Damn it.
I've lost them again. Child services are gonna screw.
Why is the squad falling apart?
The suit's a rental.
What kind of crap is that? So they don't see Hajime or Momoko anymore? Whoa, does he look older?
There you are. Depressing service. How you doing? Better.
Wow. They had to have one last one in there, guys. What the heck is happening?
What the hell?
Bro. Wait, is that Amanojaku? The tree ghost?
That's it?
What?
Show's over.
Bro, was that Amanojaku saying goodbye or the tree ghost?
Hey, white daffodils.
Is that from the mom?
I'd like to thank my agent, my manager, Stephen Foster, for writing such a gay-friendly but still mainstream script that spoke to
What kind of crap was that? Okay, was it the last time we see this, boys? Is that really it? Please, something. Something. Something, please. It's over. Guys, this sucks. I pretty much called it, though, like, to the T. Like, pretty much exactly what I thought was going to happen happened. Did we even get a name of this episode? Did we? We never even got the name. Am I tripping? Wait a second. Did we even get a name? After the ghost story's opening... No, yeah, that's what I thought was... Okay, what's the name? It's called Farewell Amanojaku. Oh, gotta hold it in, boys. Gotta hold it in. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh my god. Okay. Dude, that ending too, bro. Oh. Dude, that was kind of a crap ending, honestly. It wasn't, but it was. Like, okay. Dude, why did she say... Okay, Satsuki basically said that she replaced Hajime's lube with super glue. And I guess they don't talk much anymore after his voice changed. And they don't talk to Momoko much either anymore. Like, why would you say that in the last episode, boys? I'm gonna listen to that again. What exactly was it that Satsuki said? Okay, in this photo right here, doesn't it seem like they're saying goodbye to Momoko? Like, she's all dressed up like she's going to college or something, right? But isn't she, like, relatively the same age as her? As the group? But she's just a little older, right? I think that's the case. But it seems like she's leaving. Okay, so Mr. Sakata, the teacher, ended up getting arrested for filling up a student, Aya, so that's whack. Oh, Leo replaced Hajime's lube with super glue. And they haven't heard much from Hajime since that incident. And she just said a one-liner saying, we don't talk to Momoko much anymore. Or, she just straight up says, don't talk to Momoko anymore. So, I guess it's because she it looked like she was leaving the town, didn't it? She was dressed in like formal, like I don't know. And it looked like the squad was like saying goodbye to her. They don't say anything about Leo though. Have you noticed that? So, do they still hang out with Leo? I don't know, boys. I'm almost curious to go and watch the actual subbed ending and see what happened. Because I know since this is the dub, I'm almost like, I kind of want to see... Okay, the ending was a little confusing. I'm not going to lie, boys. Okay, so Satsuki's sitting... Well, Ketro is sitting on a tree with Aya, or Kaya. And it looks like Amanojaku's, you see like his shadow of his spirit or the ghost entity that he is. And like, it looked like the energy went through the tree. And then you just see above the tree, like in the inner sides of the tree branches, and you hear Amanojaku laughing. And he's just talking. And then it zooms up on Satsuki and Ketro happy. I mean, obviously you guys can see it. I'm showing you guys. So, and then it just ends like mid-sentence of him talking. Like, it's just such a weird ending. I don't know how to explain it. It's I don't know. But it definitely does feel like it's over. So yeah, they just don't talk about what happened to Leo. Because Satsuki and Ketcher are still together, obviously. They don't talk to Hajime much anymore. And she just straight up says, don't talk to Momoko anymore. But they don't mention Leo. Like, how can you do that? Like, Leo's such a vital part of the gang. Yeah, they just don't mention... So maybe Satsuki, Ketro, and Leo still hang out at least? Why would you say that on the last episode, though? You should keep the squad strong till the very end. So they just straight up don't talk to Hajime anymore. I thought for sure something was going to happen in between Satsuki and Hajime. Because they seemed like they kind of liked each other, but they didn't... Well, Hajime straight up admits it. Like, he's perving hard on Satsuki. But Satsuki seems like he kind of liked Hajime. But she didn't... She was acting too cool all the time. Like, didn't want to admit it. But I guess Hajime's gone. I mean, what the heck? Yeah, it's very interesting because you see like the whole clouds, everything gets darkened, and you see Amanojaku's spirit go like into the tree. But then there's daffodils on the ground. So it doesn't really explain it, but the thing is, I'm very curious because it's weird because you don't see Amanojaku. It looks like his energy goes into the tree, but that can't be the case because then you see you see Hajime. No. You see Ketro and Satsuki looking up at the tree, happy and smiling, which makes me feel that they see Amanojaku. It's either that or that they know it was Amanojaku who left the daffodils for them as like a goodbye type of deal. Because... But, I don't know, boys. Okay, I'm gonna check the sub real quick. I want to see exactly what happens at the end there. Because I'm very curious. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Okay, this was even worse. The sub ending was even worse than the dubbed. Literally. And it was kind of creepy, too. Okay, I wanna see something real quick. Okay. Oh, okay, so what happened... Okay, I'm going with this as the true ending. I'm kind of merging the sub and dub ending as the canon ending. That's what I'm gonna go by. Okay, so what happened? Why they don't talk to Momoko? Momoko graduated and became a middle school student, and we're now in 6th grade. And mysteriously, after the incident, everything written in Mama's ghost diary, Satsuki's mom's ghost diary, it all disappeared. Okay, so that's what happened. And she hasn't been able to see or hear Mama's voice anymore since the ghost left. And while I've been rereading my own diary to confirm that it was real, I started to get the feeling everything about the existence of ghosts was just a dream. Dude, what kind of crap is that? Oh, this is sad. So, okay, boys, I gotta hold it in. Okay. So, because you remember the ending of the first episode where they left the school and everything seemed like it kind of changed, like it wasn't really real. So, okay. So what the daffodils are is Ketro came to the tree because he says we promised we'd come here and look for Mama's daffodils together. Okay, it's definitely Amanojaku, 100% confirmed. I mean, we kind of already know that, but the spirit we saw, because if you look at Ketro's face, he's like happy. And it's not just because he's retarded and doesn't know what's going on. It's because I think he knows it's Amanojaku. And you see the spirit, I don't know if, no, it does go into the tree. You can see it go throughout the limbs too, so I don't quite understand. But then, so it seems like Amanojaku came and left the daffodils for them. For the mom and all that. But then you hear this. I'll just play it. Alright, I'll rewind it and I'll let you guys hear this part. Okay, this is just wax. Listen to this. We got a better version of the ending than this crap. Listen to this. This is the sub ending. That was the sub ending. So we actually got a better ending. Even though ours was whack too. Well, okay. We got a good and bad ending. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so alright guys, this is how the ending actually happened. Alright, this is headcanon. No, this is straight canon. This is how the ending is going to be from here on out, okay? Okay, so the squad, they didn't split up. They stuck together to the very end. Momoko graduated and went to middle school. So that's why they don't see her very often. But they still hang out on the weekends together, right, boys? They still hang out on the weekends. Okay. Oh my god, okay. We gotta hold it in. Okay. And then the squad still hangs out together. They're in 6th grade now. So they're still together, they're all good. Ketro is obviously not. He's probably in 3rd or 4th grade now. So, but they're still in the same school together, they're still hanging out. The teacher teacher's cool. So, he's not a pedophile. He's still teaching, he's normal. Okay? So, there's that. And okay, so the daffodils did indeed get left behind by, it appears to have been Amanojaku who left the daffodils for them as like a goodbye, and also kind of like just a nice thing, a nice gift to them, because they were there. Well, Ketro went there to look for daffodils and he couldn't find any, but Amanojaku came and left some for them to give for the mom, or you get what I'm saying, right? So that's what happened. But what's interesting, and I don't quite understand, is, okay, I still don't get it from sub or dub. Dub seems like it makes more sense in the sub, actually, in the ending. So you see, it kind of reminded me, what was it, episode 17 or 18, the one with the tree on top of the building complex, or the apartment complex, when there's like life in the tree. That's what kind of looked like was happening. So either one of two things happened. Amanojaku's spirit went into that tree. So now he like resides within the tree. Kind of like that other episode where there's a spirit in the tree and maybe they can come visit Amanojaku at the tree to see what's up or whatever. It's either that or they just knew it was Amanojaku who left the daffodils and they were just looking up at the tree kind of in that area to say like thank you basically to Amanojaku. It's one or the other. But I watched the animation like 3 or 4 times now. It specifically shows, it doesn't show Amanojaku's spirit passing by the tree or on top of the tree. You could see like a green glow go throughout the tree and through its limbs, as if Amanojaku is now in the tree. That's kind of what it looked like. I don't know. I mean, how can we know, boys? I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I did pretty much call it, honestly. I kind of did. So what happened was, we literally saw, and that's funny, because I even said that. When we saw, what was her name? The creepy old lady Grim Reaper. What was that one called? I think it was Baba Sari, that ghost. Because I remember it left and we never defeated it, so I'm like, I was wondering if it was ever going to come back. But the thing is, it doesn't seem like... It seemed like more ghosts came back. Okay, I think every ghost came back that wasn't released of their torment. Like the ghost at the train tracks that possessed Momoko. Like the whole grudge thing. That... I mean, her soul, her spirit was freed because they found what she was needing to release her. You know what I mean? And she left. She's free of her torment. Same with Dato, the running ghost. I mean, he kind of left. It seems like he went to heaven. So he's good too. He's been released of his torment as well. So I'm trying to think of any other ghost that got... I feel like, I don't think every single ghost we've seen was there, but almost all of them were. And what's interesting is, no, because the way they ended it, I don't think there's ever going to be a sequel, if ever. There might be a reboot someday in the future. Maybe. But I don't think it will be. Well, the dub version won't be like this because, you know, everything today is now so PC and it would offend everyone or whatever. But... So I don't think we can ever get a show like this again, honestly. I don't think we can. So I think this is truly like a goodbye. But did we see Kata? Remember the ghost from the Requiem of the Dead? It was Kata, right? Did I get his name right? This was way back. I think this was episode 2. I asked in question, is Ketro retarded? That was a question I wrote down because we just started and I was curious to see if he was or not. But so yeah, I don't know if we saw Kata. That was the one with the Requiem of the Dead where like a light fell on top of him and like crushed him, but he didn't die. But I am happy to say we did indeed see Mio Imai. She was the weirdo. She was the Pet Cemetery chick, the one that would bury voodoo dolls and like have bunnies come alive. We actually saw her, boys. She was at the end there. She was one of the students that was like possessed by the final encounter, which was Oma. That was... Okay, he's like the head honcho ghost, it seems. Where, I mean, he was mad at Satsuki's family for sealing them all away and all of that. So it seems like he was trying to gather all of the spirits. I don't know if he necessarily... It seems like he took control of them, but he might have just had them all rally together to defeat the Satsuki, or... I'm just going to say the Monoshita family. So he wanted to wipe out the entire family for what the mom did, by sealing them all away. So He gathered all the spirits to finally defeat. He even took over the students because I think it was. Maybe. I was thinking it was the ghost that would take over your shadow with like the glasses or whatever and like control you, because that's kind of what it seemed like, but I didn't see them wearing glasses. So I think he just took control of everyone and was trying to finally get rid of the Manchita fam. You know, Ketro, Satsuki, completely destroy the bloodline entirely. That's like some Dio stuff. But so that's what was happening. And that was his goal. Because if he could defeat Satsuki and get his hands on that book, they would never be able to get sealed away again. You know what I mean? And then they can take over the whole planet. And that is indeed what was going and was happening. It looked like hell outside of the school. Did you see that? Like, literally. There's like lava and fire everywhere. But Amanojaku saved the day. I'm trying to think of anything that... I said last episode. I talked quite a bit last episode about what I think was going to happen this episode. I'm trying to think of what I said that didn't happen this episode. Because... I didn't write any of that down. That was just all off. Like, I was just saying it, rather, because I didn't write none of that down when I was thinking. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, so... yeah. Literally, I pretty much called this ending completely. And we even saw Mio Imai. I don't know why it is I wanted to see her again so bad, but I did. And we did see her, so that was cool. I even think we saw a few of Satsuki's old friends from that, like, where they're trying to, like, summon Satan or whatever. I think we even saw a few of them. But we didn't see Keita. Not Keita. Was it Keita? I think, yeah, we didn't see Keita that entire time, but we did indeed get Kaya back, the cat. We did see we saw the mom she came, basically, well, she opened the book to the right page, right? Or she did something, right? At the very end there, Amanojaku and the mom both helped them defeat the last spirit, the final spirit. And that by doing so, sealed all the ghosts away. So, yeah. I mean... this was a good ending, honestly, boys. I know I kind of just roasted it a second ago. It's good and not good. It's good if you pull sub and dub and make it your own kind of ending. Because, like I said, that's whack. You've been through the whole squad for 20 weeks, and at the last episode, one of the main characters, or a couple, Momoko, they just don't talk to her anymore, apparently, and Hajime, they just don't talk to him either anymore. No, that's baloney. Like I said, they talk to Momoko on the weekends, they still hang out, and the squad still hangs out together as well. And it does seem like it was a final goodbye to the mom too, because, they went to was the 3-year anniversary of her death thing that happened at the last episode there. And as you saw, the book left behind, all of the writing, it's all gone. It's all blank. So, which makes you think kind of like it was all just a dream. But there's no way it could have been. Because there's a few ways to confirm that it wasn't a dream. And that would be, remember this teacher from episode 18, the radio station one, the teacher that they saw the talking cat and saw the ghost and all that. Go talk to her, and if she recalls the ghost encounters, then it was indeed legit. Or talk to Mio Imai. Talk to Keita if he's even alive. I don't know where he's at. I'm trying to think, did the teacher... You can either talk to the teacher or, your own dad to see about the doll. The weird doll. That doll episode, because they both saw that doll. So they know... Well, no, they didn't really see it move, though, so that wouldn't work. But anyways, the strongest thing is go talk to the teacher, and if she can confirm that there was indeed a ghost encounter, then it was all legit. But that doesn't really matter because we kind of know it was legit because Satsuki and Ketro, and it even seems kind of like Kaya at the end there, because Kaya, the only reason they turned around was because Kaya meowed at the tree or the daffodils, which it makes it seem like, since, I mean, he no longer can talk obviously because Amanojaku's not in the cat, but I'm thinking maybe Kaya meowed because he was indeed in the same body with Amanojaku, so maybe they kind of like, they know each other maybe. I don't know how that works, and they didn't really go in depth on how that works, but maybe he like meowed because he sensed Amanojaku because they were so close together for like 20 weeks, or no, I think it's been like, what, a couple years, or no, not a couple, I don't know, a couple months at the very least in show, because a lot of time has indeed passed by certain episodes here and there. Not a lot of time, but a decent amount of time has passed per each episode for the most part. So a lot of time went by with the Amanojaku in Kaya's body. So I'm thinking he meowed because of that. And then once they all turned around, I mean, that makes no sense. I know I'm like, I'm getting them mixed up now, the sub and dub. I'm kind of, like I said, I'm mixing them for the best possible outcome ending. Like, so it's just, you know, in the sub version they were saying they don't know if the ghosts are real, but in the dub version we obviously know they are. And even at the end there, the daffodils just appeared there, so that's not just nonsense, you know what I mean? They weren't there when Ketro was sitting, but then they just appeared there when they started walking away. So, and then we heard Amanojaku either laughing or talking, so he's there, but what I want to know is, what exactly is it? I wish we saw from their perspective what they were seeing at the tree, because it made it look like the energy went through without the tree, like it went through the tree. Either it went through the tree as in to consume, and like Amanojaku's in the tree, or it's like he put his energy in the tree to like grow daffodils and have them fall by the tree, maybe something like that, or he like controlled the wind. But that doesn't make any sense because we saw, but at that point they no longer hear the mom talk. So at the end there, I don't think that had anything to do with the mom's energy or power. It was all Amanojaku, because at that point I think the mom officially is in complete full-on rest mode now, like her spirit's resting, you know what I mean? She's not like active still, you know what I mean? Trying to help their kids or her kids not die by ghosts that she, you know what I mean? So I think she's officially like in heaven now. And so that was indeed Amanojaku, but I know I'm going way too in depth on this, but I probably shouldn't because of the show it is. But okay, so if they sealed all the ghosts away at the very end there, every ghost went away, literally all the ghosts, even the diary disappeared, like all the writing's gone. So how did Amanojaku's energy come back? I mean, was he just that strong that he was able to come back again? Because, I mean, we straight up saw his entity. We saw his spirit. You saw the silhouette of his shadow, of the Amanojaku ghost, spirit, energy, demon, whatever the heck it was. So we saw it. So, either, I don't know if the mom, I assume the mom might have some say over what happens to the spirits, because it was her spells and stuff that sealed them away in the first place. So you would think maybe Amanojaku was talking to the mom, saying that, like, can I say one last goodbye to the squad? Maybe. And she allowed it? I mean, I don't know how that works. They never go in depth on it, obviously, because I don't feel like we should go this deep into it, but I mean, how did he do that? So he came back and either laughed like he just stood there laughing menacingly. I mean, I don't know. Either that or we heard him talking in the end. It was kind of nonsense, obviously. It's like saying nonsense about the script and all that. So it didn't have anything to do with the story per se, but it seemed like he was still there in his goofy ways. So, but I don't know, guys. This ending, it's gonna make me question now a lot. Okay, let me get off this creepy subversion. This Amanojaku just laughing. What the freak, bro? No, get off that crap. See, but I don't know, because you never... I know, guys, I'm going crazy right now on what I'm looking at. Like, I'm talking too much about nothing. I know, but like, when you see them looking up at the tree, I don't know, guys. It's like it doesn't specifically tell you whether or not he's actually there in form or just in spirit type deal. You know what I mean? Because I just don't know. Because they run to the tree and then it just cuts to like a view of it going like this through without the tree. Not as if we're seeing it in Amanojaku's perspective, but it's just going throughout the tree. And then it shows an angle of the up at the tree looking down as it's moving, but it's not moving as if it's moving on branches like it's a cat or an actual entity. It seems almost like it's a spirit, but they're definitely looking up at the tree smiling. So either that's like a goodbye, I mean, as it's just like a happy, like, you know, they know Amanojaku's spirit's there, or he's actually there. I just don't know. I really, I just don't know. Alright, boys, I did some, like, research on people, seeing what their opinion was on the last ending. Dude, it's kind of split. A lot of people are saying it was all a dream, and it didn't really happen. But I'm assuming that's the sub gang, and the dub gang is saying it either did happen, but they're also kind of confused on the ending. So we're not alone, boys. So, did it actually happen? I'm willing to think it did. I mean, there's too many things that it couldn't have been a dream. I mean, it wasn't just the squad, you know what I mean? I mean, there was other members in society that also experienced the ghost, you know what I mean? Like, the teacher, obviously. I mean, the dad. I mean, no, we know it happened, I guess, but not maybe. I mean, because we saw, you know, with like the train ghost, the one that it was like a hit and run. She ended up taking that guy, the taxi driver, and the taxi entirely to wherever. A different dimension, I guess. But I mean, I guess that could have been a dream as well, because we didn't see anyone see that. We just saw it. But maybe, guys. Okay, no, it's real. It happened. There's too many things that makes it real. So it did indeed happen. But it's just that ending, boys. It's a happy ending. It is. But it's one of those endings to where it's like, it's not a concrete what happened. Which I wish we did get. I wish we got... Okay, this is one thing that I was hoping happened that I said last episode that didn't happen. The ending. Okay. We did not get a concrete, official what happened ending. And we didn't get an ending to where it's not necessarily over. It just never got continued to the point to where it could continue and it feels like the squad's still, you know, doing their thing. But, so, I don't know. What I'm thinking happened is it was Amanojaku, and they just kind of knew his spirit did that. And either in sub or dub, in the sub, you hear him laughing, which makes me think they heard it as well, and that's why they were looking up at the tree. Or in dub, they heard Amanojaku talking. Just talking nonsense, like he always does for the most part. And then they looked up at the tree. So it's either they heard him talking, and that's why they looked up at the tree, and he's not physically there in form, but they could just hear his spirit talking. It's either that, or they just know it was Amanojaku because they kind of saw the silhouette shadow of his spirit. Okay, no. Okay, guys. I cannot believe I'm going this far into this, but it's like, for me right now, I'm over an hour and a half. I don't know how long it's going to be for you guys, but as of right now, it's an hour and a half long of me talking. So, or, you know, the episode and me talking. It's been an hour and a half, but okay. No, he had to have been there in form. I'm almost 100% positive because the whole sky lit up, the whole sky went dark for the most part. Stormy, and it was getting dark and ominous. Then you actually see the Amanojaku silhouette of his spirit form going towards the tree. So, I mean, he was physically there. If his spirit shadow or whatever, if the sun was able to cast light around his shadow onto the ground to make a shadow of his outline, then he must have been there in somewhat of a form, right? Is that how that must be how that works, right? 100%? So that must be how that works. If his silhouette shadow or whatever appeared on the ground, then he must have actually been there. So with that being the case, all I can possibly think of is earlier in the episode, there was all the dead birds everywhere, all the dead crows. So maybe Amanojaku took the form of one of the dead crows, and now he's living within a crow. Because, I mean, maybe, because, you know, that's what I'm thinking happened maybe. Because when you saw earlier, you saw Amanojaku, in cat form, walk past the mirror, and in the mirror you saw the Amanojaku spirit, his actual form. So I'm thinking in there, when we saw him fly, or we saw it go by, we saw his silhouette. Maybe it was a crow going by, but his actual form that was projected on the ground was his actual form. Maybe? I don't know, boys. I feel like that is what... There's no way we can ever know. Yeah, I don't know, guys. So, it was kind of a cool ending. It was a happy ending, too, which was nice. No members of the squad died. They all made it through to the very end. And, okay, they never went into this either. Last episode, you know how Amanojaku was just covered in blood? And in this episode, Amanojaku was like, I haven't been this bloody since, like, forever ago. Or I don't know. I don't remember exactly what he said. So, is it like we're not talking about last episode? I mean, he was covered in blood then, too. So, what happened? I mean, he just got in a scrap, I guess? I mean, I don't know. I still don't quite understand what happened there exactly, but it happened again here. And it's funny because the animators of this show, they definitely made sure to show upskirt shots of Momoko and Satsuki at least once in the episode. Like as like a goodbye. So we saw when the wind blew up Satsuki's skirt, and obviously we saw. And when they were picking up lifting up Momoko to climb through, obviously we saw up her skirt. So it's kind of weird, boys. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of creepy. We all know all of these kids. I mean, they're literal kids from years 3 to 14 tops? No. Yeah. So if Momoko is just now going to middle school, guys, it's kind of creepy. I mean, throughout this entire show, regarding if you had the show mute the whole time you're watching, it's still doesn't matter if you watch sub or dub. They're still like younger than 15 years old, and we see multiple times up their skirts. It's kind of weird. At the end there especially. I mean, we saw it twice. And they're both so young. It's kind of creepy, honestly. And it's just weird because you know how young they are, and the people who made this also knew that, but they're like, okay, let's make sure we get at least one more up skirt shot of Satsuki and Momoko for the last episode. It's weird because I don't know. It's kind of creepy, but it is what it is. And I actually held it together, boys. I thought I was gonna start shedding some thug tears for a couple minutes there. It was getting rough, but I did it. And it sucks, boys. I do hope someday we get a reboot, because I can easily see a show like this getting a reboot. Or not necessarily a reboot. I kind of feel like since the time in reality that has passed, that I feel like at this point it would be better just to do a reboot rather than continue it. Something that's over 10 years old, just start it up again. I think it would be better to reboot, but I don't see it happening because the dub, they just can't anymore these days. You know what I mean? The way everything is in life. I mean, they would just get canceled or whatever for anything they do in the show. I mean, obviously some of these things, like the fact that they're, underage and they're like doing upskirt, weird stuff like that. I mean, that's a little whack, but I don't know. I genuinely don't think we're ever gonna get a continuation or a reboot of this show. I hope we do, but I don't think we are. Unless the way we are these days changes drastically. I don't think we can ever get a reboot of this show and have it be the same way it is now. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was good. I liked it, boys. I loved it. And very strange. This is the last thing I'll mention. This is the first episode that as soon as the opening sequence is done, it immediately goes into the name of the episode. This is the first time, though, it just skips completely over it. And I feel, honestly, the reasoning why they did that is because the name of the episode, Farewell Amanojaku. I feel like because of that name, they didn't want to spoil it. You know what I mean? Because if you look at all the names of every single episode, they're all titled the exact same way for the most part. Amanojaku, ... tonight is a spirit. It's like, it says the name of the ghost, and then it says like kind of what it is in every single episode. In every single episode, they're all titled the exact same way. Besides the very last one. And I feel like that, because of that, that's why they didn't say the name of it. Which is interesting. So. Yeah. That's it, boys. Alright, boys. That's the last time we'll see Satsuki, Ketchiro, Momoko, Hajime, Leo, and Amanojaku. Dude, that's gonna suck. I miss every Monday, watching ghost stories. It's gonna be weird. It is what it is, boys. I loved it, though. And I guess I'm officially done with this book, too, boys. I mean, Ghost Stories is done. I'm done with it, so. Alright, boys. I'm getting into here. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I sure did. And thanks for watching.